So Marvel has not learned at all. They haven't. Fantastic Four first steps. Who's the leader? Sue Storm. From the director themselves. Fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. What a ridiculous thing. So not only did you change Silver Surfer to a woman, but you couldn't quite help yourself. You had to go one step further, and you had to make Sue Storm the leader of the Fantastic Four. You reprobates. I mean, I don't care. It's not my money. That you're burning. It's yours. You do whatever you want. This movie is gonna bomb. It is gonna bomb. Goodness me. Fantastic Four First Steps is the MCU's chance to do them justice, says Kevin Feige. Yeah, well, there's more here. There's more here than just that. Oh, god damn. So, hit subscribe, ladies and gents. Please do genuinely hit subscribe. I don't know what's happened lately with YouTube. They're sort of sandboxing my channel and a lot of other people's channels. You may notice that you're not getting notifications or the views are down. It seems to be a thing site-wide. But if I could just encourage you to hit subscribe, turn those bell notifications on, it would really help out, genuinely. So thank you so much in advance. But let's take a look. So this is Empire Online, as they always do with upcoming, releases. They always have these kind of puff pieces, and this is no less a puff piece. So it's ironic. Previous attempts at bringing the Fantastic Four to the screen have not necessarily been, well, fantastic. Tim's story, Fantastic Four, and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer are products of a different blockbuster era. 2015's reboot, Fant Four Stick, was a critical and box office bomb, and yet the Fantastic Four themselves, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, are cornerstone characters of Marvel's comic book history. So the arrival of Fantastic Four First Steps is both a massive opportunity and a huge roll of the dice. Can Marvel's first family finally be translated in all their glory to the screen? Well, obviously not if Sue Storm is the leader, you pleb. Just, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So Marvel boss Kevin Feige knows how pivotal it is to get the Fantastic Four right. Quote, I think that there are no four characters that are more important for the history of Marvel, he tells Empire, in the world exclusive, the Fantastic Four First Steps issue. And as soon as the rights came up for Marvel Studios to tell their story, the mantle was set. When Disney bought Fox, it was really an unexpected dream come true, Feige explains. It came at the perfect time to help us launch into a new era. They are Marvel's first family. And I really wanted to do them justice. That's actually part of their downfall, is that they are Marvel's family, the first family, and that is their dynamic. They're a family. That's it. Family values aren't quite what you guys in Hollywood like. You can't suddenly be like, oh, we like families now. Nah, it's not gonna work, mate. I mean, a lot of the audience likes families. Hollywood doesn't. Hollywood would like to show everything possible aside from families. So that meant not only gathering a stellar cast with Pedro Bloody Pascal as the stretchy Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as the light-bending Invisible Woman, Joseph Quinn as the flame-doused Human Torch, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Rockman the Thing, and putting them in the hands of returning MCU directing talent in WandaVision's Matt Shakman. It also meant channeling, as Feige puts it, classic Fantastic Four energy. Right, I see. Also, I mean, fundamentally, these characters aren't that interesting either with their power set, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. So here we go. Anyway, there's some stuff here. So, having produced Tim Story's films 2 decades ago, when comic book blockbusters were in a very different place, Feige is now ready to go all out. Quote, there was still a bit of fear of being silly, he says, of those films. Now it's time to embrace the 60s retro future, the groovy cosmic vibes, and yes, a comic-accurate depiction of planet-eating baddie Galactus. No longer rendered cinematically as a giant cloud. In another time, some might consider the notion of somebody with a big angular helmet walking through a city goofy, Feige says. I consider it awesome. Oh, you mean the stuff that people like? You're suddenly like, oh yeah, that's awesome, ha 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 ha. Sure. Well, anyway, there's more. Just as an FYI. There is more. For goodness sakes. I was tagged in this, so let's just go to my tag. Just scroll through here. It's absolutely absurd what they're doing. Just nonsense. Nonsense. So, oh, here we go. Vanessa Kirby out-nerded everyone on the Fantastic Four. I got so into quantum physics. Look, sure you did, love. Sure you did. But wait for it. Here's the real MCU crap. And why Marvel just will not learn. In the world of the Fantastic Four, and hopefully outside of it, it's cool to be nerdy. Marvel's first family has... This reeks of like, how do you do, fellow kids? Marvel's first family has many talents among them, but they're smart, astronaut level, since they get their powers in a cosmic blast. And so, when going for the role of Sue Storm, aka the Invisible Woman, Fantastic Four First Steps, which finally brings the crew, blah, 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 she didn't need to be introduced to the character by Marvel's powers that be. She was already well up to speed on Sue Storm's status, her history, and her powers. Yeah, sure. I'm such a Sue nerd, Kirby tells Empire. Looking back on her first meeting at Marvel, I think I out-nerded everyone in that room. That carried on into her preparation for the role. Once she was handed the blue spandex, Storm's powers to bend and manipulate light so she can render herself invisible, create shielding force fields and propel energy blasts from her hands, had Kirby exploring hardcore levels of science. Did it, though? Did it? I got so into quantum physics. It's sad how much I got into it. Did you? I could waffle on about cellular vibration frequency. Please do. So I can tell you're not lying. This version of the character, director Matt Shackman says, quote, is the inspiring, idealistic leader of what the Fantastic Four represents. As she is in some of the later comic runs, she's essentially the Secretary General of the UN. You couldn't help yourself. You couldn't help yourself. You couldn't help yourself. Not only do we have the Silver Surfette, now we've got bloody Sue Storm, the leader of the Fantastic Four. What is this utter drivel? This absolute pile of detritus and bollocks. You just can't help yourself, Marvel. What are you doing? She's also, as revealed in the trailers, pregnant. No one cares. This is absurd. Lame. Super lame. There you go. Vanessa Kirby is leading the Fantastic Four. Oh, God, this movie's going to bomb. Get the memo. Marvel, get the memo. Alright? What are you doing? This is nonsense. Love to hear your thoughts. Please do drop them down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.